Okay, now here's my question for you, Justin. Do you want odd numbers or even numbers?
I'm feeling pretty odd today.
Oh, well, let's get even.
All right, Vern, what even is this? What are we doing here?
What are
man?
we... Okay,
what
so
are we
welcome
even
to
doing?
What Is This Podcast, where we try to figure out what is this podcast.
Vern,
I'm your host, Justin Germeroth.
Yeah, and I'm your co-host, Vern Tooley. Vern, I need a hit. Whatever this is needs to be a hit. I need the money. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna put all my cards on the table. I need the cash. I need the scratch.
Okay. I'm in the same boat as you. I hate money, hate it, but unfortunately, I need it. I'm selling some stuff next week. I'm selling some toys to hope to make some money.
There you go. What toys you selling?
I'm doing a Marie Kondo thing, and I'm selling the ones that do not spark joy. But the hope, too, is that I can diversify. And, the hope is...
You gotta diversify your portfolio.
The big hope is the money goes into finishing a movie. But I also would like to make it where there's... I still want wrestling toys, but I would also like it if, like, Fred Flintstone was in there. I'd like it if Rocky and Boowinkle was in there. You know what I mean? I would like to diversify.
Oh,
But
I've been on a Rocky Bullwinkle tear.
Yeah, I've been watching it myself. It's fun.
Some hero has been posting full seasons of it on YouTube, which I think is why no one's... Well, actually, no, the reason why no one's taken them down is because... no one cares. Let's be frank, folks. Rocky and Bullwinkle is not exactly a hotly protected IP yet.
Unfortunately. Boris and Natasha don't police that as well as they...
No.
Were you... Now, Justin... on this episode of Rock Talk, where we talk about Rocky and Bullwinkle... were you... What was your level of fandom of Rocky and Boowinkle back in the day, and how do you feel about them now?
Back in the day, my only exposure to it was Possible Movies for Babies candidate, the Rocky and Bullwinkle movie.
With Robert De Niro?
Yes, and Jason Alexander.
Who plays Natasha in that?
I can't remember. It's like... That movie is absolutely weird.
Because I've been watching the cartoon, I got curious and looked up the trailer recently, and it felt like a shit post.
That is kind of its energy. It feels like a Funny or Die sketch that's brought feature length.
Yes, it's Renee Russo plays Natasha. Keenan and Kel are in it. Oh,
yup.
Oh,
Randy Quaid's in it.
Wow. There's a
Carl
lot
Reiner.
of Whoopi Goldberg, Carl Reiner,
John Goodman.
I watched a lot of Rocky and Bullwinkle as a kiddo, and I liked the look of it, but I didn't because it's like very
It's made for $5. It's
made for
cheap animation.
It's super cheap. And because of that, a lot of the jokes are like narration based, and a lot of the jokes are like based on like cereals that I did not grow up with, and so like a lot of it was over my head as a youngin', but I've been really enjoying it as an adult.
Yeah. There's
Little did Boowinkle know that Boris.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I didn't get into it until adulthood, like within like the past couple of years, where I found these huge videos where I could just put it on or I could put it on and watch it, or go about and like do chores and stuff listening to it. Because as you said, most of the jokes are verbal, And I saw one critic say it was the best radio serial put on television.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Because everything is like most of the jokes are in the writing, not like there are very few real visual gags.
I was watching one. It was one of those, and this is a question I have for you later, Justin. I gotta know which side story, insert story. Rocky, like, are you
the interstitials?
Yeah, are you an Aesop's Fables guy? Are you a Dudley Do-Right guy? Are you a? I gotta know these things.
Yeah. So.
Go ahead.
You know what? Let's make this interesting for the viewers who don't know Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Surely there's not many of you guys who don't know Rocky.
I know. Look, I know. We're living in an era where Rocky and Bullwinkle has never been more popular.
You can't go down the street without seeing Boowinkle J. Moose. You can't
There's like you're constantly seeing knockoff fearless leaders in Times Square busking.
I just saw there's a very famous, very funny sketch on SNL that just aired last Saturday where Mikey Day and the host of the show were playing Boris and Natasha, and they were doing a rock. Rocky and Bullwinkle has never been hotter than it is right now. But
never been bigger.
But for those at home who don't know,
Rocky and Bullwinkle is a. No, I do think we have to explain the basic premise of this show.
Yeah.
Rocky and Bullwinkle is a show about a flying squirrel named Rocky and a moose named Bullwinkle who just go on misadventures. One of the things that was cool about it is that the show was serialized drama. Like there was an actual episode to episode plot. And there are actually compilations online where people edit all of the Rocky Bullwinkle segments together so you can watch it as whole. Oh,
I
it's
did
great.
not know that. I thought it was just random made up stories. I didn't know
you can watch the Upsy Daisium arc as like a 2-hour film.
Oh, really? Wow, I did not know that.
It's great. I'll send it to you.
I thought part of the joke of it was that things never connected and things never. Okay, wow.
No. There's they're pretty self-contained, in terms of segments, because the Rocky and Bullwinkle only show up in the very first and very last segments. The middle is like 2 to 4 other bits, supporting features, which are as follows. Dudley Do-Right, which is, square-jawed hero running around fighting.
He's a Mountie, correct?
Yes, he is. He's a Mountie who fights Snidely Whiplash, a literal mustache-twirling villain in a top hat who ties girls to train tracks. And it's like a parody. It's basically a parody of silent movies.
Yes. Dudley Do-Right loves the lady that Snidely Whiplash ties to the train tracks, but the lady loves the horse that Dudley Do-Right rides on.
Yes.
That's the. And I thought because of Dudley Do-Right that Rocky and Bullwinkle was a Canadian thing, but turns out it's American.
No, but it's very North Midwestern.
Yes.
Like I'm not joking. Like
you're right.
The main characters live in Frostbite Falls, Minnesota. And the people who worked on it, I believe, are like from close to the North border.
Yeah, that makes
close
sense.
to the Great White North. So, they had some exposure, and I'm sure
some northern exposure.
Like grievances towards our northern neighbor.
There's in the reboot of Rocky and Bullwinkle that's happening right now, Dudley Do-Right is dealing with tariffs.
Yeah.
And,
we actually had to replace Dudley Do-Right. He became way too expensive. So we had to do a whole new segment.
Was Peabody and Sherman a segment, or was that its own separate thing?
No, it was a segment. That was the next one I was going to get to.
Okay, gotcha.
Peabody's Improbable Histories is a talking dog and a little boy traveling through time and making sure history goes right. The dog is so smart. The dog invented the Wayback Machine. which is where the archive comes from.
The dog is kind of like a nice Stewie Griffin.
Yeah. Yes, he's a benevolent Stewie.
He's a benevolent Stewie.
Instead of constantly trying to kill his mother, he's trying to save her.
Yes, of course. And there was Aesop's Fables.
Yes. No, Aesop and Son.
Aesop and Son.
It was right. Aesop trying to help his son in whatever predicament he has by telling a fable to teach him a lesson.
Yes.
There's Fractured Fairy Tales, which is kind of the same thing, but it's just a goofy fairy tale.
Aesop and Son was where I drew the inspiration for my Vesta Sweetwater fan art. That is now the top Google search whenever you scan the QR code from Megalopolis. And I have so many comments on my little fan art that says like, "This is where the QR code goes to? What a weird movie!" And I'm like, I just thought it was fun. I'm not related to the movie. Because Aesop and Son, Aesop's Fables, Megalopolis, a fable by France. So that was the connection I made in my brain.
Yes.
But
a very fractured fable.
Yes, a very fractured fable.
And then the last segment was always like something with Bullwinkle, where it's like Mr. Know-It-All or the Rocky Fan Club or Bullwinkle's Corner, where it's just Bullwinkle fucking around. Like, Bullwinkle is a very goofy character, not just goofy because he's silly. He's like he looks like he's based on Goofy the character.
Justin? Who you calling Goofy? I'm not Goofy, I'm Boowinkle J. Moose. That's my impression of Boowinkle.
We've got different driver's licenses.
I watched one recently where they were talking about the different feats that Boowinkle has accomplished, and he thought they were talking about they're just regular feet to me, and it zoomed into his feet.
But yes,
Justin,
of the ones we've mentioned, Verns, which one is your favorite?
Oh, that's a very good question. I think... I love the look of Snidely Whiplash. I love... Yeah. But I think I might be... an Aesop and Son. Or that's a Fractured Fairy Tale. I like those where, like, there's, like, some disjointed, silly attempt at morality. I really like those.
What's great about the Aesop and Son bits is that the son always has his own like interpretation of the fable, and it's always like a terrible joke.
Yeah.
And that is what is cool about Rocky and Bullwinkle is that so much of the show is very, very corny jokes.
Yes.
And they will acknowledge how corny they are.
Yes. It's got a very, like, I don't want to say, like, fourth wall breaking sense of humor, but it's just like, it's like the show is kind of like aware of itself in a very funny way.
I'd say there's definitely fourth wall breaking shows, because they'll like like there are a bunch of moments where like Rocky, who's kind of the straight man, will like say a joke, and Bullwinkle will turn and say, "Wait, I thought that would be my line."
Oh, this is true. Was Underdog a part of, or was that a separate thing?
That was a separate. That was a whole different animal. That's a
gotcha.
Dog, neither a squirrel nor a moose.
Neither a squirrel, but that was still Jay Ward, was it not?
I think so. Jay Ward had a couple stuff. He had Hippity Hooper.
Oh, I forgot that Hippity Hooper was a Jay Ward thing.
I didn't realize got like the same people too.
See what?
It's got the same people in it.
Oh, gotcha. I had forgotten how prolific our friend Jay Ward was. And his production. Well, how about this?
How about that?
Well, how about... Oh, he did George of the Jungle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, yes. I loved George of the Jungle. I forgot about that.
He kind of set the standard for, like, pre-Hanna-Barbera boomer tunes.
Tunes.
Like, just kind of where, like, theatrical shorts were dying out, but animators had to do something. So that this was them trying to pivot to TV, which is just, cheaper and shittier.
And I
It just is. It's always cheaper and shittier because there's just less money in it.
I also forgot that Jay Ward did a lot of like Quaker Oats cereal stuff, like Captain Crunch and King Vitamin, and all those. And then I also, because I forgot George of the Jungle, I had forgotten that there's a George of the Jungle movie and a Dudley Do-Right movie.
Both played by Brendan Fraser.
Both Brendan Fraser. I've only seen the George of the Jungle. I've not seen the Dudley Do-Right movie. Have you seen
I have
either?
not. I was a huge George of the Jungle movie fan as a kid.
It's fun. I remember it being super fun.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, it has a very Jay Ward sense of humor. Both with not both, but including like the goofy narrator, constantly breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah.
A lot of slapstick. Well, Jay Ward isn't really slapstick. As we said, he's a verbal comedy guy.
I worked on a show with a makeup artist who worked on George of the Jungle with Brendan Fraser.
Oh.
And it was a lady makeup artist, and she
breaking barriers.
She got very visibly excited when she recounted her memories of rubbing oil on Brendan Fraser's body.
Listen. When you look at what Brendan was doing with that body in that movie, I don't blame her.
She was watching out for that tree, you know what I mean?
She was ready to swing on that vine.
She was ready to. It was very cute. It was very funny to see her like talking about rubbing down Brendan Fraser on stuff.
Oiling him up for the scene where he's just like naked in Ursula's apartment.
I remember seeing George of the Jungle in theaters whenever it was released, and I remember some children were left unattended, and they were just running around in front of the screen, and one of them fell down and started crying just during the movie theater. During the movie, I think there's the old like dollar theater or cheap theater thing, the theater that showed things like way late into its theatrical run.
God, missed that.
And then the last time I saw George of the Jungle the movie was whenever I went. One of the last times I went into our beloved Top Hat Video, and they were watching it on the TVs there. And so while I was looking for movies, I was hearing George of the Jungle over the speakers, and that made me laugh. I gotta go revisit that George. Maybe that's a movies for babies thing at some point.
Definitely have it certainly had it as a candidate in mind.
We can do that. We can do that. We can do the Rocky and Boowinkle movie, and we can do Dudley Do-Right. In the trailer for the Rocky and Boowinkle movie with Robert De Niro, they say it appears as though Rocky cannot fly, but he can fly in the car. No? Okay.
Well, it's like, so the plot of the Rocky Bullwinkle movie is that they're brought into the real world by an actual green light. Like, they make a machine out of a lighthouse that literally green, and they attach it to the Rocky Bullwinkle script, and the lighthouse shoots out green light as it brings them into the real world.
That's fun. I like that. That's funny.
It's fun. It's very funny.
Is the whole movie funny? Or is it just that one part?
I think I need to revisit it because I remember to ensure that enough of it is funny to be worth talking about on the show. Because God, there's nothing worse than introducing a movie to friends that you don't remember entirely.
Yeah.
Because then, it happens more than once. It happens too many times where the movie just lulls and everyone just gets quiet. And all you can do is, sit and stew and constantly check their expressions. To see if they like it or not, and they're not liking it.
Completely different from Rocky and Boowinkle. I saw for the first time a handful of years ago. I saw Silent Night, Deadly Night, and I saw it in theaters. And there was only 3 people in the theater, myself and a group of 2 that came in. And these 2 people had not seen it in a very, very long time, but they remembered it being very, very good. And so I got to have that kind of experience that you're talking about in a movie theater, where the people were like, yeah, this is as scary as the original Halloween. And I was like, oh, I thought this was going to be trash. I'm very excited. And then there was just a point in the movie where I'm like, I couldn't take how bad it was anymore, and I started like a Rich Evans laugh in the theater, and I was so embarrassed because these guys behind me said like this was super good, and I stayed through the entirety of the credits in the hopes that they would leave, and I didn't have to like interact with them. But the credits ended, and the lights came on, and I stood up, and they were still there. And one of the guys who had told me this movie was like as good as Halloween did one of the and good for him, but he did wasn't as good as I remember it.
Oh, he had to say it. Credit to that guy. Credit to the theater stranger.
But yes, it's super embarrassing and a huge bummer when you're like, remember a movie being incredible, and then you show it to someone, and you're like, and you both have that like, oh no, this sucks.
Yeah. It's when the doubt settles in.
The doubt settles in. What was the last movie that happened to you with?
That where it was not good, where I tried to show something where I remembered it
or you remembered
better.
it being good and it sucked, or you try to show it to someone and you remember it sucking, or you found out it sucked, or however you wanted to define it.
I'd say the last time I did that, honestly, was showing somebody Lil Abner. I'm a parody of myself. I freely admit it.
Justin for
this actually happened in the same day. It was basically I'll show you mine if you show me yours movie night.
Okay.
Where like we watched, and you will love this, Vern, as a double feature. We watched my suggestion, Lil Abner, and there's huge Abner. Towering Abner.
Opposites attract. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. No, we didn't watch that. We watched... Oh, what was it? We watched Almost Heroes.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yeah. As another kind of backwoods comedy.
Almost...
Okay, that's the Chris Farley, Matt Perry movie where they try to beat Lewis and Clark to the Northwest Passage.
I always get Almost Heroes confused with Almost Famous.
Listen, Almost Heroes is about a young man who hangs out with Chris Farley and Matt Perry as he charters their journey to the Pacific Ocean.
I've never seen this movie. I didn't realize that there's a lot of like SCTV connections.
Oh my god,
Christopher Guest and Eugene Levy.
Yeah, directed by Christopher Guest, Eugene Levy, Kevin Dunn. It's
oh my god,
it's hard. That one was hard to watch because that movie really felt like they just stitched footage together.
Oh really?
Yeah, there's no momentum to it at all.
Now I'm seeing that this
truly like Lewis and Clark's Journey. It's a meandering movie.
Okay, I was going to say I just saw that this was released posthumously for Chris Farley, and I was he didn't pass during production, did he?
I hope not.
Released 5 months after his death, it was released.
Oh my god!
And that's why I was curious if it was stitched together, or why you said it was stitched together. But I guess it appears as though it's just stitched together because that's how it was written and created, not because the untimely death of Chris Farley.
Yeah. I hope not.
Also, I'm gonna have to revisit it. There might be Justice for Justin at some point in our near future, because I was watching a movie that we will eventually cover on Movies for Babies, an all-timer classic, a big musical. And I was watching it, and I was really enjoying it, but I was thinking a lot about Lil Abner during it. I was thinking about our friends Lil Abner, and I was thinking a fun, big musical production with insane production design and characters and costume design, and so I might have to revisit our friend Lil Abner at some point soon, and there might be Justice for Justin, because I was thinking about it and making me smile.
It's still on YouTube and Internet Archive. YouTube. Again, no one's fighting to take it down. no one's trying to lock this thing up.
Do you have a physical copy of Lil Abner?
I do. I have a DVD copy of Lil Abner.
Is it an official release or is it a bootleg?
No, I will grab it and show you it.
Oh my gosh. For listeners at home, for those who don't have the video feed, because there is no video feed, Justin is getting his DVD copy of Lil Abner, and apparently it's an official release, and not a bootleg. I remember whenever I was younger getting very excited ordering a DVD of Magical Mystery Tour, the Beatles movie, on the old Electronic Bay, and finding out it was a bootleg.
Here it is, folks.
This looks a fish. This looks like a legit.
It's legitimate. It is a Canadian release. I don't know if they ever re-released this in America.
Okay.
But it has two tabs. Oh, the camera hates it when I hold this up.
It makes you invisible. Okay.
It doesn't want to see it.
Oh no!
Look at this.
Does it have bonus
tabs.
features beyond interactive menus?
No. It has widescreen. It comes in widescreen version, Dolby Digital, English subtitles. That's it. This is bare bones, no behind the scenes stuff, which I would have killed for. I would have killed to hear about how they actually produced this.
Honestly, yes. Same. Honestly, yes. I would love to. A commentary by Cap. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I would.
I don't want to hear Al Cap talk. That guy was a legitimate monster, not a good person.
Yeah, I told you about his scene in the documentary about John and Yoko, where he keeps calling Yoko Madam New, just being really racist and gross.
He was also a monstrous sex pest.
Did we talk about that when we talked Lil Abner, or is
I think a little bit. We don't worry, listeners. We won't dwell on this, but he tried to assault Goldie Hawn. He was
yucky.
Very gross man.
Yeah,
very gross man.
Not gross in the same way that the lady with the pig is gross.
No, because she's not gross. She's beautiful, but
she's
beautiful,
but she's stinky. Yeah. And for some people, stinky is gross, but for some people, stinky is a pheromone, and that's oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
it's called it's musk play.
It's but not the other musk.
No, there are not fetishists who dress up like Elon Musk.
Yeah, we're not, when we say musk play, we're not talking about the false prophet from the book of Revelation. We're not
talking about the rough beast slouching towards Bethlehem.
We're talking about
perverts who like the smell of sweat and or other bodily fluids coming from pits, feet, and other crevices.
As someone whose nose does not work, as someone who has no sense of smell, as someone who is anosmic, that is very fascinating to me.
Because you know what? For you, it's like putting a blind man in front of a tapestry.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a what's that expression? Like a blind man at an orgy. You really got to hand it to him. I'm sure there's some freaks out there who don't mind. What's her name that holds the pig, that has the pigs?
Moonbeam McSwine.
Moonbeam McSwine. Okay, I was thinking it was like Daisy something, but
no, that's Daisy May. She's
Daisy May. That's right. That's right.
She's the number one. She's Al's number one gal.
Al's number one.
Not Al. Abner.
Abner. Yes.
Al. I was thinking of Al Cap.
She was the one
who should never have a gal ever.
No, she was the one who chased him, right?
Yes.
And, okay.
She was the one who would put on bursts of incredible speed.
Yes, of course. Fascinating.
But I showed it to my friend, and just the laughs weren't hitting. They were
in Lil Abner or in Almost Heroes.
Oh, in Lil Abner, I was trying to give laughs to Almost Heroes. It was tough going.
Oh no, I remember finding a DVD copy of the HBO original movie. I think it's called The Life and Death of Peter Sellers. And I think I talked about it on this show or on one of our shows, being like, I remember that being really good. And I found a DVD of it, and I sat down with Nicole and watched it. And we realized very early on, oh no, this is not good. We did not enjoy it.
Is it because the movie's bad, or is it because Peter Sellers' life was bad?
That. I think it's that. But I remember...
Which? I said two things.
You said both. That's right. I think it was that. I think it was because Peter Sellers was bad, but I think that, like, whenever I first saw this Life and Death of Peter Sellers movie, that was the first time I really saw, like, a fun, like, fourth wall, because they do things where, like, the actor walks off set of the scene and you see him, like, with the stage crew, and I'm like, oh, that's fascinating.
Yeah.
I think as a young I think it was a very, like, I'm 14 years old and this is
thing. You're getting your first sense of, like, sort of Brechtianism of, like, the fourth wall breaking kind of thing.
Yeah. And so whenever I went and revisited it, I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
But also because, like, Peter Sellers is problematic.
Who he was. He was very notorious, like, asshole piece of shit. Terrible to his family, terrible to his daughter.
Terrible to his assistant that worked with him. They would get into karate fights all the time.
He was he was terrible to the planet Earth, actually. When he on 3 different occasions all tried to bomb Earth at once.
Yeah, he's Peter Sellers is not gonna history's not gonna be kind to Peter Sellers.
I think his fee to show up in Casino Royale was like $1 million and a new Bentley.
Really now?
Like an absurdly huge fee to show up in Casino Royale, the movie that was Oops All James Bonds.
Oops All James Bonds. I remember watching Beatles Get Back, the big 7-hour Beatles thing that Peter Jackson put together with the footage they shot for Let It Be. And Peter Sellers shows up in that. And I can't remember if it's because... like, he and Ringo were getting ready to do Magic Christian together, or already had done Magic Christian together.
Oh, yeah. The Terry Southern movie.
With original music by Badfinger, but the theme song for that movie, Come and Get It, was written by Paul McCartney. But I remember whenever Peter Sellers came in, like, being really surprised because I thought his personality would be like British Robin Williams. And so whenever he walks in, he's like, oh, yeah, you're recording? Oh, okay. And, like, he's just kind of a boring guy. I was like, oh, wow, that's it.
Yeah, it turns out actors can be boring. It's like the Robert De Niro problem. He's a wildly compelling actor, but the worst late-night guest you could ever dread.
He's, I don't know if we talked about this in the Megalopolis episode, but the first screening of Megalopolis I went and saw, the IMAX screening I saw that had the person like asking the question to the theater. It started with a Q&A with Francis Ford Coppola, Spike Lee, and Robert De Niro. And Robert De Niro like went off on this weird tangent and was like, Trump couldn't direct this movie. He couldn't. And
right. He doesn't know how.
And like, I mean, like technically De Niro, like you are correct, but
Trump could never fly this plane. He doesn't know how.
He doesn't know how. Yeah. Trump couldn't fill a cavity. He doesn't know how.
Yeah. Trump couldn't empty my trash.
Yeah, as if, like, the things that Trump could not do are the problems with the man.
Right. And, especially the things not related to the jobs he's had.
Yes, of course, yeah. Yes. I guess there are things that he's not doing that makes him bad. But it's not like it's not that he's he can't direct a movie or he can't fill a cavity or whatever it might be. But
Trump couldn't move my piano. He couldn't.
But think about it. Think about him trying to move a piano and laugh a lot.
I love it.
De Niro is a good actor whenever he tries. Whenever he tries, he's a good actor. I am curious. Whenever I watch the trailer for the Rocky and Boowinkle movie, he does the Travis Bickle, like, you talking to me? You talking to me? He does that in the trailer. So De Niro's got a little bit of a sense of humor about himself, which is great.
I go up to him all the time, and I'm always asking Robert De Niro, Bobby, are your nipples still milkable?
Yes. Are we still producing De Niro? Are you still lactating?
Do we have time for a quick taste test?
Yeah, do we? Yeah, what is all right,
well,
so here's
wipe the milk off your lip. Still got it.
What you are a cook, you are a chef. You're the one whenever we get together and make things together, you make food.
Yes.
Just what do you think Robert De Niro's milk tastes like?
Well, of course it's hugely dependent on what his diet is.
Of course.
Also, for whatever nutrients the baby needs at any given time. So the palate of of Robert De Niro's milk fluctuates wildly.
Okay.
But, I make sure he's eating plenty of healthy grains, lean protein, herbs and berries for flavor.
I can't help but think that De Niro's milk has, like, a kick to it. You know what I mean? Like a barbecue saucy kind of...
It's a very zesty milk.
Yeah.
It's a little lime, a little lemongrass, a little ginger. It's a very fragrant milk.
Now, Chef Justin,
yes.
What's the hue on this milk? Is it white? Is there a yellow tint? Is there
I'll tell you what, it's not white enough. He could he could put in a little more effort in making it whiter. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. It still drinks fine. But I'll be honest, Vern, when I'm pouring a glass of milk out of the fridge, I want wall to wall, top to bottom, opaque white. I don't want a gradient. I don't.
You didn't buy the blue milk, the Star Wars blue milk, whenever it came out?
I don't want, like, silt on the bottom.
Yeah. The De Niro
I don't want
milk,
anything floating.
Yeah, the De Niro milk you have to shake up before you drink it.
It's gotta shake. You know what? Here's the thing. You gotta strain it because it does have pulp.
Mm-hmm. Do you think the De Niro milk is closer to, like, a whole milk, a 1%, a skim, a vitamin D heavy milk? Like, what do you think it's closer to?
I mean, it is I mean, it is automatically whole milk because it does come from the little holes in his nipples.
Of course.
We all know
that
this.
Makes sense.
He doesn't sweat it like a platypus, which we also all know. It's a quite fatty milk.
Okay. Yeah.
I would put it. I put it at whole, if not a little over. You know,
Okay.
It's not half and half, but it's maybe quarter, 3/4.
Yeah, the De Niro milk carton says like quarter, 3/4 on it instead of like half and half. And, I mentioned the blue milk. There was a brief period of time. I don't know if it was everywhere, but there was a brief period of time where our local grocery store carried Star Wars blue milk, and it was milk that was blue. Because in the new Star Wars trilogy, there's the blue milk. But what I thought was really funny about the blue milk that they sold is that the label had Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker in a lightsaber fight on it, and not where the blue milk actually comes from. It didn't have Luke Skywalker milking this like terrible creature.
Well, so there are. We do know Luke likes milk. We know this. He has milk on his home planet, and he has it where he's being a hermit.
Yes. I forgot about that. I only remembered the terrible creature that he milked in the... Is it The Last Jedi?
Yes, yeah. I think it's called a siren. It's like if it's kind of like a seal. It lived on like sea cliffs, but on its back, like with its titties out.
Yeah.
Instead of on its stomach with titties in.
And now, there was a period of time, I lived for a week in an Amish community.
I'm sorry, Vern, news bulletin,
Milk
Star
trivia.
Wars trivia.
Star Wars
It's
trivia.
green.
It's green milk.
The Last Jedi milk, taken from the Thala Sirens, is green.
Really? I thought it was blue. Wow. Maybe I'm colorblind.
No. I'm sure based on the lighting and us not seeing very much of it, we couldn't tell if it was green or blue.
Well, that explains why all my color grades of water come out green looking.
But
now
blue milk comes from. Oh, blue milk is from banthas.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So that's a different kind of milk that he's drinking in The Last Jedi.
Yes, yeah. In The Last Jedi, he gets it from the Thala Sirens. Those are the titty-out seal creatures. Terrible, terrible creatures.
Terrible, wretched beasts.
They're bad. They're not great. They got cute little trunks, though.
They got cute trunks.
Here's the thing. Banthas are less terrible. I would not call them an unterrible creature.
I gotta look up banthas. I cannot remember.
I've looked up a bantha on Wikipedia, and I've realized for the first time I've never seen a bantha like from the front, like in its face.
Yeah,
as Wikipedia presents it, and I don't care for it. I don't.
Yeah.
I can't say I like it. I don't like it having lips. Like, very, very human lips. It actually looks too much like a normal person. I think that's my issue with it.
I'm looking like there's a picture of a bantha herd and all this stuff, and I don't see where the milk comes from, and that kind of bothers me. You know what I mean? Like, I mean,
they've got long, shaggy fur, so I could only assume the udders are in there. They're in there somewhere. They gotta be. Or it could sweat like a platypus.
But here's my question, Just. So I stayed during another time of my life. I stayed for a week with an Amish community, and it was a very interesting experience.
How old were you? Because one of my friends spent a summer in an Amish community.
Oh, gotcha.
Because his parents sent him there.
Oh, gotcha. I was not sent there. I went there on my own volition.
Good for you.
This would have been 2013 or so, 2012. So old enough to know better. I was in my 20s.
Mm-hmm.
It was awkward because I couldn't be like, see any good movies lately?
So what's your gamer tag?
So what's your gamer tag? But I did have the experience of, because they owned cows, I did have the experience of like drinking non-pasteurized milk.
Oh, you are a raw milk bro.
I got to drink raw milk, and they did have to like put ice in it. They did have to leave it out in the winter of, because it was like straight from the cow and it was warm.
Yes.
But Luke in The Last Jedi, like, he drinks it like into
from
tit
the
to
tap,
glass
basically.
to mouth. Yeah, like tit to glass to mouth. And I can't imagine that being a cold beverage if it was inside that creature.
No,
you know
no.
what I mean?
He. I think we can establish Luke likes it warm.
Luke likes. Was the bantha milk warm? Do you think?
Where
do we see
here's
Luke
my
drink
thinking
bantha
on
milk?
this.
Okay.
Is that on Tatooine they drink it cold because it's a desert planet. You don't want to be drinking hot drinks on a desert planet. They
Makes
ice
sense.
their bantha milk. But Luke is living in Last Jedi, is living in the middle of nowhere and on a cold, wet rock. So he would probably prefer a warm milk beverage.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Now, this all tracks, but like, I'm sorry, I'm in the background. I'm watching an 18-second long compilation of Luke drinking milk from Star Wars. Star Wars, Luke drinks blue milk and green milk. But I think about like, there's that scene in Anchorman where Will Ferrell is in the phone booth and he's having a meltdown, and he says milk was a bad choice because he has a carton of milk. And the real life reason he said that was because he asked props, he asked, I want something to hold during the scene. What would be funny? And he thought, oh, milk would be funny. And during the process of filming this scene in California with Will Ferrell in a hot phone booth with stage lights, the milk went bad. And Will Ferrell, as Ron Burgundy, says milk was a bad choice.
Yeah.
But the reason he says that is because the milk had curdled, and but for continuity purposes, he has to keep drinking it. And so my question is, the blue milk, the bantha milk, is that a thing where if Luke doesn't drink that down right away, it will curdle in the desert climate, or is it? How do you think that works?
If I'm trying to remember it, if I recall now I don't have the milk drinking in front of me. I trust you. You're the milk expert in this situation.
Okay.
But if I recall, and you know what, you can play this back to check. Do they just put the milk out, right? They don't they maybe pour it from a jug.
It's in a carton in this or not a carton, but in a in a pitcher, like a plastic.
Yeah.
The 18-second video that I found, which I'm now watching again, it's there on the table. He reaches over, he pours it from a science-y looking container into a science fiction-y looking glass. He's taking a swig. It doesn't appear as though there's any ice or anything. The second part of this video does not show, where it shows him drinking the green milk. It doesn't show him milking the creature. It just shows him drinking the green milk out of the space thermos that he has. But also maybe because it's science fiction, maybe it's space, maybe the glass or the thermos or whatever, that milk from the beast, the green milk that came, maybe the vessel automatically made it cold.
Ooh,
I don't know.
Yeah, it could be a quick chilling thermos, which honestly sounds great.
Like a blast freezer? What are they called?
Yeah.
But in a portable one.
Right,
that could be,
right.
Yeah. Cause okay, so this is this Nibbles and Bits? Is that what this is?
I mean, I've only got like a few minutes
Okay.
left to record.
Well, then, real quick. So to end this, Justin, are you a hot beverage person or a cold beverage person?
I use like it comes and goes. I used to like I love hot drinks. I love a hot cup of Joe in the morning, and I love a hot tea in the evening. But I love cold beverages in between. Although upon turning 30, I did find having cups of plain hot water very satisfying.
Really?
Yeah.
Fascinating. Wow. Okay.
It's all the warmth of a tea or coffee and none of the benefits. But it is technically thirst quenching.
Wow. I once had a counselor who, like, they were a good counselor, but like they weren't the best fit.
Yeah.
And I remember watching them go to the water cooler before a session that I had with them, and this water cooler had, like, you could get hot water or cold water out of it, and they poured themselves a glass of hot water, and I was like, oh, no wonder we're a bad fit. But then they said, oh no, I poured the wrong one, and I'm like, okay, that was an honest mistake.
Thank goodness.
I do not like, even with, in the winter time, if I'm really cold, occasionally I don't mind a hot chocolate, but I'm a cold beverage guy. I don't like hot beverages. You like
a chocolate milk.
I like a chocolate milk. I've been drinking a lot of coffee lately, but it's always an iced coffee.
I do like iced coffee.
I like cold drinks. I'm not a big hot drink person, but to each their own. Obviously, no problem.
You know what? I'm going to come out against warm drinks.
Okay. Yeah, pick a side. Pick a side.
You know what, America? Take a side.
Yeah. Come on. None of this wishy-washy horse shit.
Exactly.
No.
I don't like anything that's like room temperature.
Justin, I think I found the answer. Do you know the blue milk that Skywalker drank, the green milk that he drank? Do you know what temperature it was?
I'm gonna have to. Is it room?
It's lukewarm. Lukewarm milk.
Yeah, cut. That's the episode.